Hey, have you ever wondered how much Spotify pays artists per stream? The answer might surprise you. Or, you know what, probably not. You probably kind of already have a good idea of how much Spotify pays artists, which is not very much. But in this video, we're going to dive into the specifics of what exactly Spotify pays you and what are some things you can do to maximize how much you get paid per stream. But first off, hi, I'm Regan Ram with OrpheusAudioAcademy.com, helping you make better music and grow your fan base online. So, to understand how much you get paid per stream, we first have to understand how Spotify pays out artists, period, because there's not a set answer. It fluctuates per artist and how many streams they're getting. And this is because Spotify pays out artists from a general pie of available funds to pay artists. So Spotify makes money from subscriptions and from ads. So the more people that sign up for Spotify Premium and pay for Spotify Premium, the more companies and businesses that pay Spotify in order to put ads on their platform, then the more money that Spotify has. And right, so some of that has to go to overhead costs, but the rest is then available to distribute to artists. So then what percentage of that pie do you get? Well, the percentage that you get of that pie depends on how many of the available streams in a certain period, for example, like a month, that you own. So for example, if there are a million streams in a month, a million available streams in a month, and you had 100,000 streams, 100,000 of that million streams, then you have 10% of the streams. That means you would get 10% of the pie. Now, it's not quite that straightforward because it also depends on where the streams are coming from in the world. So different countries' streams are worth more than others. And there's a lot of other little factors that go into it. But bottom line, if you aren't getting very many streams, then you're going to get a smaller portion of the pie and your payout per stream is going to be lower. But if you're getting a big portion of the streams, then you're going to be getting paid a lot more and have a higher payout per stream. So that said, if we average it out, the average artist gets paid between 0.003 cents and 0.005 cents per stream. So in common language, that's basically a third of a penny to half a penny per stream on average for artists. Bruh. Now, I looked at my personal data to see how this works out for me, and I've gotten paid about $28.41 and from Spotify all time. And I've also gotten about 9,000 streams from Spotify. So doing some simple math there, I'm getting paid about 0.0031 cents per stream. So basically less than a third of a penny per stream. That's pretty tiny. Failure! So I definitely need to get to work on growing my streams. And I found a really good strategy that actually works. And I had basically no streams before I started doing this, but I've actually found a way to get my music on playlists so I can start increasing my streams. I haven't spent a lot of time actually working this strategy. So that's something I'm hoping to do in the coming months, and we'll see how that goes. And I'll be sharing my journey on this channel as well. But that's not what we're talking about in this video. So let's quickly look at some real world numbers for how much money, how many streams you need based on what your income goals are for Spotify. So let's assume you're actively working Spotify and it's a part of your regular strategy. So you're gaining streams, you're actually growing your Spotify following. Then let's say, let's cut those numbers in half, the average. So 0.003, 0.005. Let's just go right in the middle and say you're getting 0.004 cents per stream. Then say if you wanted to earn $1 from Spotify, then you'd need 250 streams. Now, what if you wanted to earn $1,000? If you want to earn $1,000, that's then 250,000 streams. And so that's kind of a good baseline to hit. You want to get, if you want to be making $1,000 a month from Spotify, then shoot for getting 250,000 streams a month. And that might sound like a lot, but again, doing some simple math, what if you have 50 songs on Spotify? Each of them, you've gotten them on different playlists and they're all bringing in streams. Well, if you have 50 songs, then you'd only need an extra 5,000 streams per month per song to get to that 250,000 mark where you're making $1,000 a month from Spotify, which isn't bad. That's basically pretty close to minimum wage. Speaking of which, if you did want to make a minimum wage from Spotify, how many streams would you need to get a month? As of 2020, the federal minimum wage in the US is $7.25 per hour. So if you're working a full-time job, then minimum wage comes out to be about a little over $15,000 a year, or $1,257 a month. So that means you would need roughly 314,250 streams a month on Spotify to hit minimum wage. So that's only slightly more than what we were talking about previously. Now I could go on and on about all the different kind of milestones you can hit, or you can just check out my free Spotify income calculator in the description below. This is a handy calculator where you can put in your streams, and it will spit out different numbers, income numbers for you, and how many streams you need to get in order to hit certain income goals. So how does Spotify stack up against other streaming platforms when it comes to how much you can make per stream? Well, other streaming platforms like Napster, Tidal, Apple Music, Google Play Music, Deezer, these all actually pay out more per stream. So you might think maybe Spotify isn't worth it and you should be spending more of your time on these other streaming platforms. And maybe that's true. Maybe you should, put in some time on these other platforms. But something to keep in mind is that Spotify is the largest platform out there, and it is great for discovery. So my approach to Spotify is not really looking at it as a means of making a full-time income. It's more of a means to creating fans and getting discovered. Or if in the marketing world, it'd be called like lead generation. I definitely think it's still worth it to put the majority of your time into Spotify because that's where most people are. And you can still make some money, especially if you're releasing frequent songs. So how can you make Spotify worth your time? Well, number one, I would say release frequently. So if you want to win at the streaming game, you got to release a lot of music because again, that really cuts down on the number of streams you need to get per song if you're releasing a lot of songs, right? People can only listen to a song so many times in a row before they get tired of it. So if you keep putting out new music, that's a way of kind of exponentially growing your stream. Now, second of all, you want to think of Spotify basically like a social media platform. So you want to be in your Spotify artists, updating your profile frequently. So that could mean creating playlists or adding to a playlist. That could be updating your artist pick. This is where you can feature a song or a playlist at the top of your profile for people to check out, your fans and your listeners to check out. Also, just updating your pictures and updating your bio, and also including something in your bio about how they can go and get free music from you, or something that where they can go to give you their email address. Because once you get these people on your email address, now you can contact them at any time. So if you're having a merch sale, you have now gotten people from Spotify into your ecosystem where you can promote new music to them, you can promote new merch to them, or any sales you have going on. So again, you're using Spotify as a lead generation platform that also pays you at the same time, which is really great. Now, the third thing you want to do to really maximize Spotify is to be actively working it. And so that means reaching out to playlists and getting your music on more playlists so you can expand your reach, expand your followers, and just grow your stream count overall. Now, if you don't know, there's 3 types of Spotify playlists, but only one of them can you actually directly influence whether or not you get your music onto that playlist. Editorial playlists, kind of, but it's the user-generated playlists that are the ones that you can actually actively seek out and get your music on. And I put together a free guide that walks you through how to do this, how you can identify user playlists, and how you can actually get your music on these playlists to explode your streams. And this is what I've been doing. I've only gotten my music on, I've been doing it for about a month, and I've gotten my music on a couple of playlists, and it's really grown my streams really quickly. So if that's something that you're interested in, you really want to grow your Spotify streams, then I highly recommend you grab my free guide in the description below that will walk you through that process. Now, if you found this video helpful, feel free to drop a like, and be sure to subscribe if you don't want to miss out on any new videos I release on this channel about how to grow your music fan base. Question of the video: what is your favorite streaming platform for growing your fan base? Let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, have an awesome day, and I'll see you in a future video. Bye. All right, let's get to the recording now. I got to redo this because I recorded it earlier, but the video camera wasn't recording, so now I got to do it again now. Aluminium.